We are on the brink of unleashing the most powerful cognitive tool ever made. But, do we have any rules of the road for it? Today, we're going to explore a really simple but I think powerful idea for making AI safer for all of us: the AI Access License. All right, so here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll tackle the main problem: these amazing AI tools with, well, basically no rules. Then we'll see why the current safety systems, the so-called guardrails, just aren't cutting it. After that, we'll get into a two-part solution: a driver's license for us, the users, and a safety label for the companies making the AI. And finally, we'll see how that all comes together to build a real foundation of trust. Okay, let's dive right in with the core issue here. It all boils down to this: we have these unbelievably powerful new tools and pretty much no agreed-upon rules for using them. It's a huge gap, a kind of missing social contract for this incredible technology. Let me ask you a question. Would you give an unlicensed teenager the keys to a high-performance sports car? Of course not, right? I mean, the answer's obvious. We all get that with great power, you need to prove you know what you're doing. But are we using that same common sense when it comes to AI? And this is where things get a little wild. Just look at the disconnect here. To drive a car, society demands that you prove you're competent. You have to get a license. But to use powerful AI that can manage your finances or write complex code or even give you deeply personal advice, the requirement is zip. Nada, absolutely nothing. It's like we're giving everyone a super intelligent intern with zero training required. So you're probably thinking, okay, but surely there are some safety measures in place. And you're right, there are. But they're failing. Let's dig into why this one-size-fits-all approach just isn't working. So AI safety today is really all about one thing: guardrails. What are those? Well, they're basically these invisible, secret rules that each developer builds into their AI to try and stop it from doing harmful things. It sounds like a good idea, right? And in theory, it is. But in practice, there's a fundamental flaw. And here's the real kicker: these guardrails are failing in two completely opposite directions at the exact same time. For expert users, the pros who need to push the limits, they're way too restrictive. They just get in the way. But for more vulnerable users, they are dangerously, totally inadequate. It's a single approach that ends up fitting nobody. So the fact that we need a better system isn't some subtle, hidden problem. No way. It's a giant, flashing neon sign right at the intersection of, wow, this is amazing, and, uh-oh, this is really risky. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Enter the idea of a driver's license for AI. The whole point is to move away from that clumsy one-size-fits-all model and toward a smart framework that actually matches a user's skill level to the AI's power. So what is the AI Access License, or AAL for short? Let's be really clear here. This is not about putting up roadblocks. It's about the opposite. It's about creating clear, open, and standardized pathways, ensuring that as you prove you know what you're doing, you get access to even more powerful capabilities. Let's break down how this would actually look. You've got different tiers, just like a real driver's license. At the bottom, you have the AAL Core. Think of that as your standard license for everyday use. Then you've got the advanced license, which is kind of like a commercial driver's license for high-stakes professional stuff. And finally, you can get endorsements for super specialized high-risk tasks, just like you would for a motorcycle or for hauling hazardous materials. It's a system that just makes sense, and it scales with the risk involved. But a licensed user is only half the picture. What about the AI itself? We need the other half of the safety equation, a kind of UL label for the AI providers. And we get that through something called symmetrical certification. The rule is super simple. For every level of license a user has, the AI provider has to have a matching safety certification for that service. You can think of it like that UL safety sticker you see on electronics. It tells you it's been checked out and approved by a trusted, independent group. So you see how this creates a complete circle of trust. On one side, the user proves their competence with their license, and on the other side, the provider proves the safety of their platform with a certification. It's user responsibility and provider accountability finally working together. So what does this all add up to? Well, when you zoom out, you see this isn't just a technical fix. It's about something much bigger. It's about building a whole new foundation of trust and creating a real working standard for what responsible AI actually looks like. And this quote it nails it. The tech is moving so incredibly fast, if we sit around waiting for government regulation, the game will be over. The change has to come from inside the industry. And the first major AI company to step up and adopt this kind of framework, they're not just going to be selling a safer product, they'll be selling trust itself. And in this market, that's priceless. All of this really leaves us with a huge forward-looking question. This is about more than just code. It's about the kind of digital world we actually want to build. How do we, all of us, create a future where the incredible power of AI is used safely, fairly, and responsibly for everyone? The AI Access License is one proposed answer, a framework for building that shared future on solid ground. If this got you thinking and you want to dig deeper into ideas like these, please check out our Medium publication. It's called AGI is Living Intelligence.